the government said, you cannot teach English. You cannot do this.
Wow. And so what did you do to
I
push
taught
through that?
English. I taught English. You cannot obey stupid things.
Yo, 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 welcome to another episode of the Founder Podcast. Today, I am joined by Miss Pilar Deza from Peru. She's joining us all the way from South America. Super excited to have her. Pilar is a serial entrepreneur in the education space, giving back to her community. She runs several different foundations. Super excited to tell her story. Pilar and I were introduced through my OPM group from Harvard. She is a part of which OPM are you a part of, Pilar?
I'm OPM 30, but right now,
OPM 30.
30. But right now, I'm the president of the Harvard Club of Peru. So I need lots of ideas.
Awesome.
I need,
That's so
I
awesome.
need all of them.
So what year? So OPM 30. What year did you attend Harvard OPM?
Oh, I ended on 2001.
In 2001. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Very cool.
long time ago.
Very
But
good.
the
Very good.
best friends forever. We see, I think, twice a year with
That's
my
amazing.
OPM classmates.
That's amazing. That's
It's
amazing.
amazing.
So, Pilar, tell us about some of the things you got going on. So, I guess tell us a little of your history. Are you originally from Peru? Tell us about like what it was like growing up and a little bit of your background.
Oh, uh, in Peru, it was very easy to grow up happy and everything because you have your no. It is very. It was very like slow motion with your mom and your dad and your sister, and everything was peace and love and everything. But what happens afterwards? Afterwards, as time passes, then everything gets a bit complicated. And well, I got married, and at those times, my husband, I have the same husband, with 5 kids. I have 5 kids.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's that with the same husband, 5 kids with the same husband. That's my best win story of everything. And so, uh, but in those times, they didn't want you to work. Yeah, they say that you got married and you were supposed to be a housewife and everything. But as soon as I got married, and I said, "What am I going to do sitting here looking at? I die. I want to go out." And he said, "No, because all problems begin when the wife goes out. Because when the wife goes out, they then can do whatever they want with their money, and then they don't they are no. You better stay here." And he wanted me to stay here. And then I had my mom, and my mom said, "No, don't. You must not disobey your husband." Yeah, but I had a special neuron because God loves me and He inspired me because I said no. I was an English teacher, so I said no. I want to start a preschool, and I begged for permission to go do it in the garage. I begged for permission to do it in the garage. And there I started. And I said, "Please lend me $5,000." And that is so that I could put nice the garage, because the garage was for 3 cars, but the garage didn't have any special floor. No, you cannot do it in cement. No, it was very nice, and it was all and it had a roof and everything, a ceiling, a good ceiling and everything, but you cannot, and it had no bathroom. And there was a garden outside that you can use, but I needed desperately some money. No, and he said no. He gave me permission to do whatever I want, but he said, when women start things, they don't finish. So, and I said, "Just you wait, just you
Uh,
wait, Henry Higgins, just you wait." Huh?
I love it.
And
Nothing like a little chip on your shoulder when you have somebody to prove wrong, right? When you
oh, wonderful. And so I started, from the money that I received, I was very thin there because I stayed without, my husband ate steaks and everything. and I had 2 eggs and a sausage, and I saved all the money. And then I started doing. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But I had no students, no students to come.
So how
And
did you
I
get your
said,
students?
huh?
How
I
did you get your
needed
students to
students
come?
for 3 years old and 4 years old, or 5 years old, any of those ages to come. But
So
I had
how
no
did you
one.
get them to come? How did you get them to come?
That's the best story. Because, at that time I thought that you have to tell everything and ask for permission. But I think that it's better not ask for permission. Because I said, oh, I'm going to send some flyers. And my husband said, no flyers. How are you going to send flyers? Then what? You don't have anything here. No, you're not going to send flyers. Then I said, then I'm going to, I'm going to put something interesting in the. I'm going to put something very interesting in the. In the magazine, in the newspaper, so very little classified that I teach English beautiful to. He says, no, you cannot do that. No. Then I made a sign that says nido. Nido means nest. In Peru, they call it nest. Nido, they are nests. They are called like nests, yeah? Nido casuarinas. I said, nido casuarinas. And then I said, I put it with all my hands, with my each letter of a different color. I no, it was done, and I put it in the garage door. Nido Casuarinas. And then, he came and he tore it to pieces, and he said, how are you putting my house so horrible with this thing? You know what I did? I put my hat, and I went to knock 36 houses.
Wow. Nice.
From those 36 houses, and I said, I teach beautiful English. I can teach your son. No. And from those 36 houses that I said, do you have any kids here? And like that, huh? Hi. No, I live here because it's like a place, a secluded place where I live in Casuarinas, yeah? And from the 36, 4 came. Wow. And I started with 4.
Oh, that's awesome. A lot of great journeys, a lot of great entrepreneurs, they start out as knocking doors, going door to door, telling people about their products. In fact, that's my background. I don't know if you knew that, Pilar.
No.
I started in the door to door industry, and I would go and I would sell products and contracts door to door that we would have installed in people's homes or whatnot. And that's where I got my very first start. That's where I made my first money. And so it's cool just hearing a fellow entrepreneur that had a vision, had a dream to go and build this English school. Your husband was kind of like, keeping you down. He wouldn't let you put a sign out. He wouldn't let you do the flyers or the advertisements. And so the fact that you went door to door, just like strapped up your boots, went and made it happen. That's so awesome. That's such a great story. So you started with 4 people in your English class, and what have you grown that to today?
Oh, today I have like 2,000 students. But the thing is that it's like a niche. I know because I'm very interested in the person as a whole, not only for not only on the pretend side, not like not like the Christmas trees that everyone likes. Everyone likes Christmas trees, no? But
Absolutely.
you know that they are not, that they are fake. But you love them. I love them.
Oh yeah.
All my houses right now, I have declared Christmas. I have started Christmas.
Me too. So, look, I got Santa Claus on my shirt.
Good. And so that's why. But you really the Christmas tree that is real, maybe you don't like it, but it is real, the real thing. I want to help to have more good people on earth, that they are good because they do good, because they follow the they walk their talk, and they follow their ethos, their pathos, and logos when they speak and when
That's
they
awesome.
live. Not whatever for not in the pretend mode.
So the education program is more than just teaching English. You're building
No,
people of society. You're building leaders.
yeah,
You're building
yeah.
very
We
good.
do lots of social leadership. That's
Awesome.
we have 17 different because my school is all and IB, all international baccalaureate. I have the 4 programs of IB, and so that's why it's very interesting because we have international baccalaureate, but we have a lots of more things to do. No,
Yeah.
we do a lot of social leadership, and that's why we have a 17 I don't know how to say it, with other schools in the world, especially with the States and Europe, where they go and they
Oh,
come
you do
also here.
exchanges. You do
Huh?
you
Oh,
do
yes,
yes,
but
you do.
very interesting exchanges, very very good. We have with England, with the States, with Canada. No, now I am the consul, the honorary consul of Georgia, and we're studying a program in Georgia, in Georgia,
Hmm.
next to next to Turkey, to Istanbul.
Wow.
But now,
So
yeah,
Pilar,
I'm the
so
consul,
so tell
honorary
me,
consul. What?
so tell me what were some principles? Okay, so you go and you build this business from knocking door to door with 4 students to now you are exchanging students all over the world. You have thousands of people that are part of your program. You're building leaders. You're doing all these great things. Like, what was it that helped you go and accomplish this great vision? Like, what about you? What a part of your journey? Like, what worked, what didn't work? Like, tell us about like some of the principles that guided you to your success.
First of all, I believe that God loves me, and that it is very, very important that you feel sure of yourself, and that and you are all the time a learning. You are a continuous learner, and it's very interesting because when you really have this, that you want to have good persons, not only intellectually, the 3 gardens of the 3 gardens of human life, no, intelligence, will and heart.
Okay,
No,
so
if you don't do the three
intelligence,
things,
will, and heart are the three.
yeah, will,
Okay.
because you have to have the will to do it, the
Yes.
will. And persevering people go further than intelligent people. Uh, you know, I'm a Harvard article. It's here of lessons of perseverance. They came
Awesome.
from Harvard to interview me.
Oh, very cool. So
Yeah, it's
they
here.
did an
Here.
article. Awesome.
Here.
Yeah, show it to me
Oh yeah, I'm going to show it. I have everything here to show it. Look.
right here. Oh, lessons on perseverance. When was this published?
Ah, they came here to interview me.
Oh, that's so cool. That's
So
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 cool.
so. And
And
you
so
know,
it's called.
I wrote a book. I
Uh
wrote
huh.
a book that is called The Business of Life. Yeah.
Awesome.
And I presented at the Harvard Club in New York. It was like a miracle.
Wow.
A
Wow.
miracle.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I
That's
have
amazing.
I have also here where they taught it.
That's so cool.
But also I'm a water skier.
A water skier. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love it.
So tell me, Pilar, what were some difficulties that you had to push through along the way? That
All the
'cause-
difficulties, all the possible difficulties. When I started, I was wow, full pumped up. Next year, I had like 50 students. It was incredible. I put another classroom in another classroom, a big classroom. Then I had 2 classrooms, and they were all full. And everything was God loves me. And you know what happened? The government said you cannot teach English. You cannot do this. The government, those left wing horrible thinkers, and so no English. You are forbidden to teach English in Peru. You have to learn.
wow.
You have to teach a dialect. I remember Tawa Kanali Mamanta Pacha. That's what I said. And you were forbidden to teach English.
Wow. And so what did you do to
I
push
taught
through that?
English. I taught English. You cannot obey stupid things. Huh?
I love that. I love that. So what did the government do in response? Was there
No,
any
because the government didn't have any time to bother with me.
but at first I'm sure when you heard that it probably scared you and you
Yeah,
thought
it scared
you
me to
thought
death.
maybe I will get in trouble for continuing to teach English, but you believed in something. You believed
Yeah,
that what you were
you
doing
have
was good.
to make your kids go up. If
Yeah, I
you
love
if
that.
you if someone is depressed, I take them to my school that is called Pamplona College in the slums of Lima, and you cry because the kids are right now they entered in preschool, and right now you know where are they? Huh? Now right now they are in ninth grade. In ninth grade, I have 2 more years. Next year, 10th grade, and then here we graduate at 11th grade. Imagine.
That's
Huh?
awesome.
And
That's
so
awesome.
if you see the students huh, that have nothing, how they are, you die. They speak English, they do this, they do that. They are 10 points plus plus. They are going to
So
be like, they are going to irradiate where they are.
for sure.
Yeah.
So going and building this school, how has it changed your life, and have you seen it change the life of others?
Oh, that is what more what that is this is a business that is the best paid in the world because nothing can because at the end you cannot eat more than one steak. You are not, what more can you do? So I started right now like last year in the yeah a school that is in Paucará, that is in the poorest department of Peru. Peru is divided into three departments. Yeah, it's like small states, no? That they
Mhm.
and the poorest one is Huancavelica. People are really really poor, and there I've just started a school, huh? With a priest, but it's very up in the no, and they don't want to speak English. They want to learn Spanish. Huh? Well, good for them because I wanted to put Paucará College, but they didn't want to learn. And I respect that. I'm not teaching English because they were, the princess, they are going to kill. They don't want to learn. They want to learn Spanish. Okay, let's learn Spanish. Maybe in 5 years they change, no? Their
Yeah.
minds. Because the thing is that you open their minds, their brains, and they are 10 points, those.
So circling it back, so you said, your biggest reason for success is that you believe that God loves you. What are some of your other principles of success?
Oh, that you have to give the kids, you have to give them all the tools so that they can reach whatever they want, they do their dream, and never there's always plan A to plan Z. If this doesn't work, then you change it, then you're in plan B. No, and then that doesn't work. But if you have a very good goal, always purpose. We give our kids. Everyone is with purpose. What is your purpose? For what are you doing this? Huh? Just to pretend? Just to be? What is for you to be successful? What is for you to be successful? You see? And then what is your purpose? Because if you have a good purpose, if you know where you're going, you can handle anything because you know your purpose. Because
I
it's
love
all
that.
about purpose and engagement. If you don't
Awesome.
engage, if you are not passionate, you have to be passionate and enthusiastic and to vibrate for what you do.
I
No,
agree. So having
huh?
having
With no
per
passion is 0 points.
yeah,
0 points without no passion.
I agree. So purpose and passion, right? Like that
Purpose,
helps you push.
passion, and always resilient. There's always a way. There's always a way.
I love that.
And
Yeah.
then when I finish with all the Peruvian alphabet, from A to C to the alphabet, then I start with the Georgian alphabet and with all the signs. But it's always about strategy. You know, I'm a strategy case in Harvard, no?
Oh, awesome. Tell me about
Oh,
it.
I'm going to show you.
Awesome.
Because
So
here I can have the students and tell them that everything is possible.
let's see. Put it in front of the camera there. So the what's the name of the case there?
Casuarinas Educational Corporation. And they came here to
Casualinas.
recruit everything. My
Awesome.
my super profession Stevenson.
That's cool. That's
Cool.
cool. Yeah. So for those of you guys that are watching, to have a case written about you is pretty unique. These cases are written by the Harvard Business School, and so they attack different things. And this one is about strategy. This particular
Yeah,
case.
strategy. So
That's cool.
when I have a difficulty, you know what I say to myself?
What do you say?
Huh? If I'm a Harvard strategy case, I will solve it. Right now, no. At 2:00, I will think and meditate about it. But because I love problems. I love problems, and that is one of the things that kids might learn here, no? Because the problems are full of opportunities to be a
Absolutely.
better strategist, to be a problem solver. Your mind, no, it's 10 points. Do you don't want to be dead without problems? I want lots
Absolutely.
of problems, and I tell them because you have them like those balloons without any water or air that you cannot you can put many in your pocket, but if you blow one, you can only have one, and so you don't see because when you're in this positive place, you can see all the opportunities. For me, I have 40 miracles a day in my life. At least. Everything happens. Everything good happens.
I love that. I love the perspective, the fact that like everything is happening for you, that everything is positive, and you see
Yeah,
these miracles,
everything.
right? Because when
You tell me a tragedy and I turn it into positive. An
I love that.
opportunity. Huh?
I love that. I love that because ultimately it's really how we approach life. If we look at it as just like terrible things happening to us and there's no way out,
What can I
then
do?
ultimately we're not going to have a solution. Versus these are
Yeah.
incredible miracles and opportunities, and the problems are a good thing, and that we can improve our lives. So thank you
Yeah,
for
because
sharing that.
if you're in a negative side, your system doesn't go. You have to be full of oxytocin. Huh?
I love it. I love it. I love it. What are some of your habits, your daily routines that you do that help you in every day in overcoming
Oh,
different problems?
I have a ritual. When I wake up, it's a ritual. I wake up at 6, but I go out of the bed at 6:30. I communicate with my husband from 6 to 6:30. At 6:30, I go to the shower. I have a process of half an hour of getting ready, shower, everything getting ready, and then I go walking. Walking, I walk 8 kilometers and how many miles every day. I go to church every day,
Wow.
but since I go walking, I go to mass every day at 7:30. But
Wow.
I have to be at 7 in front of my house because I have to do quick walking for half an hour. But I do my meditation here in my head. I have my things, and I do meditation. No, I do like 3 meditations at the eat going and back and forth. No, back and forth because 1 hour I walk
Yeah.
in this
So you do
beautiful place
meditations
full
on your
of
way to church and
gardens.
way back.
Yeah, yeah. So this ritual finishes at close to 8:30, 8:30 to quarter to 9. I'm I'm there. No, I'm back.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
but it's like a ritual that is 2 hours or so. I always do it. I always do it,
I
and I
love
love
that.
it.
I love that.
And every time
So
is different.
so
Huh?
daily you have that
You
consistent where you
charge
get,
yourself. I charge myself.
yeah, you charge yourself, you have that daily exercise, the meditation, the focus on God, and you do
Yeah.
it consistently every single day. That's amazing. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. What are some of your other life hacks that have really helped improve your life and improve your business?
Hmm. Everything is so like all melted now to prove. Now, right now, I'm writing my book about my life. And I'm on the 8th chapter. It has to be 12 chapters, and it has to be with every chapter is everything I have done and how it started. Because the most interesting part is how it's what started. Because this is a preschool that I could be too long here to tell how I started the school, the other school in Los Olivos College, and everything has such a nice a nice story. Um, and so and you know that I have a ghostwriter now, because the first book it took me 4 years, and I was every time losing my papers, and my husband said, I'm going to throw everything to the swimming pool, and you're going. Everyone was looking for my manuscripts. So
Ah,
I said, I'm going to have like a ghostwriter that goes with me, and he can I can have a meeting with him 3 hours a week in one day. But that is easier said than done, because since I have many things, he ended up interviewing my chauffeur, interviewing my cook,
nice.
interviewing my children. When I had something, for example, I had to go to sign a paper in a notary, no, in a,
Yep.
in a and then I sent interview the chauffeur, because Winston Churchill said that nobody is a good serf for his butler. And I said, you asked because I don't want the book to be pretend.
You want
I
it to
want the
be
book to
real.
be no, it must be real, the real thing. So 12 chapters, I'm on the 8th chapter.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we're really excited for when that comes out. Would love to buy a copy of the book. What are some besides the school? So obviously you've built this incredible education system. So excited. What are some other accomplishments that you are really proud of?
I know. Then I made in the pandemia. I had a ranch that was for the students of the schools to go, and they had leadership camp, football camp, whatever camp, no cooking camp, everything camp. And the kids came from the states. They also had the opportunity of going there, and it was beautiful. But it was all like for camping, no. It was not chic at all, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, but and that was it. And with the revenue of that, I could have the water and everything. I mean, sustain it, because it's very expensive here. The water
Mm,
there, I even had to buy a cistern myself.
wow.
At first, I started selling water to the neighbors, but then I said no, because because I said that way I'm not going to waste to spend so much money in water, but because maintenance, it's high maintenance. It's beside nobody can build anything else. It's besides it's beautiful. You die. How beautiful it is! Beautiful. It's like a Machu Picchu experience here. It's
That's awesome.
awesome, awesome. And we had like I tell you, cooking beautiful, because Peru is known for their cooking. The best cuisine, melange of cuisine is here. And so we export chefs and everything. So they have all the cooking things for the ones that it was very good. I was, yeah. But then the pandemic came, and
Mm,
I had no money to pay all the maintenance and everything, and nobody could go, and it was a tragedy.com, because here was the worst place where they handle the pandemic. The
oh,
worst.
really?
No, the worst. The worst. Yeah. Well, and so it was, you cannot go, but for 3 years, I think 3 years. It was a 3 years loss of everything.
Wow.
Everything was
Wow.
like that. So I decided to make a beautiful thing so that my kids could go, and then they a suite for everyone and everything. But then only twice a year they go, and I have to actually tell them so many things to go, to convince them to, with so many things, that they, because everyone has their friends and everything, and it is to have a family reunion there for 3 days. It's not that easy. You can take them twice a year, and that's all. And you're not going to have all that for twice a year. So I turned it to a hotel, and
Oh,
it's a
wow.
hotel.
Oh,
Huh?
nice.
Yeah. And
Very
I'm
cool.
making right now a second swimming pool, and it is awesome. You can see it in Instagram, and you can come.
Yeah, you should
You'll
share
be
with us
my guest. You'll be my guest. It's so
what's the
interesting because
Instagram?
we have a museum really there that they made. We have two museums. It's so interesting because it's Pachacamac,
That's awesome.
Ranch Pachacamac. You go to the Instagram and see
Ranch.
Pachacamac.
How do you spell that?
Pacha, Pachacamac. Pachacamac. Pacha is
Pachacamac.
the earth, Mother
Awesome.
Earth. No, it's
Yeah,
beautiful. You know that my Harvard friends came, and I
love it.
made something beautiful with horses, with dancing horses. I made everything. They received a cooking class. You know, we could organize a trip to Peru with Harvard friends, with the OPMers.
That's
Huh?
cool. That's
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
Huh?
very cool. I love it. So yeah, we'll drop the Instagram
Yeah.
in the show notes so that the listeners can take a look. But yeah, I would love to plan something with you. That would be great.
Yeah, that will
So
be great because Peru is very interesting. You come, you good, and you are going to be well taken care because I am not going to. You are not going to go around the streets. You see?
I love it.
Huh?
I love it. So Pilar, where's a good place for the listeners to be able to follow you? Are you on Instagram?
My school is in the Instagram and everything. I don't use Facebook. I am there, but I don't use Facebook because I don't want to. Really, I think it's a loss of time.
Awesome.
I have a list of people that I love, many, and I connect with them, and it makes me waste my time really.
I love
And
that.
I don't use Instagram also. They made me an interview, and they practically forced me to have an Instagram page, because I was going to a very important thing, and they obliged me. But I think there's an Instagram page on me, no?
Yeah,
No,
that's
no, an Instagram. I don't know what, a something page, because I think what it,
what's the name of your book that you're going to be publishing?
my book. I don't have the book. I don't know the name, but the other one
All
is
right.
called. I presented it in the Harvard Club.
That's awesome.
They invited everything, and but Stephen Span, the chancellor of the Dwight School, presented it, and he spoke so well that one of the people was when one of the persons bought the whole 1,000 books that I had, bought them for their personnel, for their people.
Very
And
cool.
so I have to edit it again. I'm going to make some corrections and doing it again because I have no books.
Very good. Well, Pilar, thank you for sharing those things with us. We'll make sure that we send some of our listeners over to grab a copy of your book, take a look at your Ranch Panchacamak on
And my
Instagram
Casuarina's International College.
and
That is in
Casuarina's International
Instagram.
College.
That
Very
is
good.
in Instagram and in everything.
Very
Casuarina's
good.
International. And maybe someone wants to come for a year or for 6 months or for whatever, or to do social work here. No, I'll take good care of them.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. So we'll definitely send them your direction. What before we part, Pilar, what are some last like pieces of advice that you can just give to budding entrepreneurs that are trying to build their own business? What's some advice that you have for them?
Once you have a good idea, a good thing, you plan. And every day, a small step toward your plan with perseverance, with resilience, and with passion. It's all about passion, I think. If you
I
don't
love
have
that.
passion, forget it. Come here and I'll make discover your passion, because I'm not gonna do anything without energy. I feel like a ball of energy, ready waiting for the summer to water ski.
And we can see and feel your passion and your energy. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time. We know it's extremely valuable, and we'll be sure to send people over to your Instagram and to your school. Until next
Thank you. Bye.
time.